Hello again, welcome back to the series of lessons of grammar for both junior and high school students. So this lesson is about the passive voice. In Arabic we say المبني للمجهول. Now let's see the definition of the passive voice. What is the passive voice? The passive voice is a grammatical voice of a verb where what would be the object of a corresponding active sentence becomes the subject of a sentence in the passive voice. Which means a sentence that has the active voice we have the agent, the doer of the action. يعني في الاكتيف sentence كيكون المعلوم مبني للمعلوم كيكون عندنا السوجي الفاعل اللي داير الاكسيون معروف. بالعكس في الباسيف فويس ما تيكونش كيكون مجهول كيهمنا الحدث اشنو دار. The passive voice is formed with the appropriate tense of the verb to be plus past participle. This is the form غنشوفوها من بعد. Now the use of the passive voice. So it is used when the agent يعني the person who does the action الفاعل is unknown غير معروف or unimportant يعني غير مهم or obvious واضح من خلال الكونتكست من خلال السياق. Examples Jane was shot. So we don't know who shot her يعني ما عرفناش شكون اللي يطلق عليها. This house was built in 1815. So unimportant agent هنا غير مهم يعني الأهم هو بناية المنزل ماشي شكون اللي بناه. Here is another use of the passive voice. We use it to make more polite or formal statements. يعني كنبيو نديرو شي statement شي جملة مؤدبة بزاف يعني ما فيها شوية لا بوليتيس. So the trees haven't been watered. يعني غنقول واحد الشخص the trees haven't been watered يعني more polite كنقولو الأشجار ما تسقاوش. ماشي بحال إلا قلت له you haven't watered the trees. This is less polite يعني أقل في الأدب يعني you haven't watered the trees يعني هنقول directly أنت ما سقيتيش الأشجار. Another use to put emphasis on the agent يعني اللي بغيت نخلي الأهمية على the doer يعني شكون اللي دار الأكشن. Example the new hospital will be opened by the president. Which means الأهمية هنا على president who is going to open the new hospital المستشفى الجديد. Now, before moving to forming passive voice sentences, we're going to see an important element, which is the past participle. هذا past participle مهم في two cases. فيه regular هما اللي كيتزادهم ed وفي irregular هما اللي كيتحفظوا. Example, we have his painted skin يعني painted هنا regular وزدنا غير ed. وهنا في المثال الثاني I have forgotten my lines يعني نسيت الخطوط ديالي. So I have forgotten is the past participle of the verb to forget. هنا irregular يعني خصو يكون محفوظ. Now let's see the first case which is the simple present. Let's have this example. So the doctor checks the patient. لاحظوا معايا the doctor is the subject. The verb checks يعني فحص المريض هو اللي هو the patient which is an object. شوفوا كيفاش كيوقع هنا الobject كيولي هو subject في الباسيف فويس والsubject كيولي هو الobject يعني كيمشي للبلاصه ديال الاوبجيكت وكنزيدو باي قبل هذاك الايجنت. So look at the verb checks. اش من tense فاش كاين في simple present دونك غندير simple present to be في simple present. To be في simple present اما is ولا are. is مع singular are مع plural plus past participle ديال هذاك الفعل اللي عندنا في الجمله اللي هو check. في هذه الحاله regular غتولي checked. غتولي the patient is checked by the doctor. The second case present continuous. هنا غنشوفوا جميع الجمل اللي ممكن يجيوكم مثلا في طلب منكم تحولوهم من الاكتيف للباسيف فويس. So the doctor is checking the patient يعني يفحصه الآن. So again نفس الشيء the object كيولي هو subject في الباسيف فويس و the doctor اللي هو subject كيولي هو الobject في الباسيف فويس كان يعني كيمشي كيتبادلوا الاماكن ديالهم. الفعل اللي هو is checking فاش نصرف في present continuous دونك غنشد to be غنصرفو في present continuous غتولي عندنا is being والpast participle ديال الفعل تما اللي هو check غتولي checked. So the patient is being checked by the doctor. The third example which is simple past. Simple past was ولا were plus past participle ديال الفعل. نفس المثال the doctor checked the patient. So نفس العملية subject وال object كيتبادلوا الأماكن ديالهم كنزيدوا الباي ديال agent اللي هو the doer of the action والverb checked في simple past دوك غنديرو to be في simple past غتولي عندنا was والpast participle ديال الفعل check is checked. Next case which is the past continuous tense. past continuous tense to be في past continuous هي was being ولا were being plus past participle. So the doctor was checking the patients نفس الشيء again the doctor and the patient غيتبدلوا الاماكن ديالهم. ناخذ الفعل اللي هو was checking فاش مصرف في الباست continuous غنديرو to be في الباست continuous اللي هو was being، ونتبعوا الباست participle ديال the verb check which is checked. وتولي عندنا the patient was being checked by the doctor. Next example which is present perfect. present perfect هو has been ولا have been، وغنزيدو الباست participle. So the doctor has checked the patient. نفس الشيء again object و subject غيتبدلوا الاماكن. غنصرفو to be في present perfect اللي هو has been. هنا حيت عندنا the patient singular غتولي غير has been plus the past participle of the verb check اللي هو checked. الجواب the patient has been checked by the doctor. Let's move to the past perfect example. past perfect هو had been. past perfect ديال to be had been. So the doctor had checked the patients. هنا الفيرب مصرف عندنا had checked في الباست participle. دونك غندير to be في الباست participle اللي هو had been زائد الباست participle ديال الفعل check اللي هو checked. غتولي عندنا the patient had been checked by the doctor. Now let's see the future sample. Future sample and you will be plus past participle. Example, the doctor will check the patient. The patient will be checked by the doctor. Tout simplement كنديرو will be will كنزيدو حداها be وكنزيدو الباست participle ديال checked. هاد الحالة غنشوفوها مع المودلز لأن will حتى هو كيتعتبر models. Now here is another example of future، ولكن الفيوتشر هنا بد form be going to، يعني غتكون إما is going to إلا كان singular ولا are going to plus past participle. Example, the doctor is going to check the patient. So the patient is going to be checked by the doctor. اش اللي زدنا هنا؟ be هي اللي زادت. Now let's see the case of models. Models سهلة الكيس ديالهم can, could, may, might, shall, should, must, have to, so there etc. كنزيدو غير be plus the past participle. Example, the doctor may check the patient. So the patient may be checked by the doctor. دونك لاحظوا معايا هنا خلينا نفس الموديل في بلاصة may وزدنا be ودرنا الباست participle ديال the verb check ولات عندنا the patient may be checked by the doctor. Now this is an important case which is when we have two objects, when the active sentence has two objects. Example, the teacher gave me the book. هنا عندنا two objects. Object 1 me and object 2 the book. نقدروا نديرو بجوج الحالات. نشوفوا الحالة الأولى، الحالة ديال مي نستعملو مي غتولي I يعني أنا لما نتعطى الكتاب. So I was given the book by the teacher. عندنا gave في simple past غتولي الباست part يعني to be غيولي في simple past اللي هو was، و gave غتولي في الباست participle اللي هو given. So I was given the book by the teacher. هنا كيكون فوكس على لما نتعطى الكتاب. So it was given to me. في الحالة الثانية بنشوفوا اشنو عطاني الأستاذ، يعني الأهمية اللي كيهمنا هنا اشنو تعطى. So غنخدمو بالأوبجيكت الثاني the book was given to me by the teacher. نفس الشيء كيبقى auxiliary was يعني to be بصرف simple past was plus past participle of the verb give. Now here you have a table which summarizes all the examples of the passive voice. So we have the present sample I do my homework. في passive voice غتولي my homework is done. Present continuous I am doing my homework. Passive voice my homework is being done. Past simple I did my homework. Passive voice my homework was done. Past continuous I was doing my homework. في passive voice تولي my homework was being done. The present perfect I have done my homework. Passive voice my homework has been done. The past perfect I had done my homework. تولي في passive voice my homework had been done. Future simple I will do my homework. Passive voice my homework will be done. Future be going to I am going to do my homework. For passive voice it becomes my homework is going to be done. Models I must do my homework. Passive voice my homework must be done. Model perfect I should have done my homework. My homework should have been done. Alright, thank you very much for watching this video. I hope this video is going to help you understand the passive voice. Please subscribe and share this video with students and anyone who is interested in learning English. Bye.